Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Now let's take a look as always to my predictions for NVIDIA and the one that I'm doing for the SP500 index. Well guys, you'll see right off the bat that today, Monday, the first day of the week, one of the final weeks of the month, we started just like I predicted for both my predictions. The one that you're looking at right now is of course the NVIDIA chart. Look at it guys, look at this beauty, because that's basically what I always bring to the table. Nothing but perfection and beautiful. I mean, look at these charts. So I told you guys that today, Monday, was going to start for NVIDIA with a strong impulse. I was thinking on some impulses either on the 21 or the 22. And we got the best, which is a strong Monday. This is always a very good indicator of how the economy could go in this week. Now, I'm not saying it's all going to be green, but it's a very nice start. It's a very strong impulse, very volatile as well. You can see that this first candle is just massive green candle all the way up and continues to go up, not like other days, for example, where we can see, for example, on this one, the 14th of October was also green and we got a very powerful green candle, but after that the day was basically a range. And even though it kind of lowers a little bit after this dip, very small dip, and kind of recovers, this is basically a range guys, complete range. So the day was basically entirely range, except for the first hour where we see this very powerful volatility, and that's basically what gives the day basically a green day, right? It's an impulse. Now in this case we get the same strong initial green candle, but the price keeps going up and ends up even higher. So this is a very strong impulse right here. It's actually as strong as the one we saw on the 16th of October, maybe even better, because the position ends on the green. So that's all we can see for NVIDIA today. Now tomorrow we could also maybe see a day with maybe could be at another potential green, but I think it could more be like kind of relaxed day with some green energies, maybe a little bit. Could be a yellow day. We'll have to see guys. And the correction that I have is for the next 2 days, which will be on the 23rd or the 24th of October. Remember guys, we're talking about alternative days. Now the days before, basically there's not a lot to cover guys. I already covered most of these days of the past week on my previous videos, so you need to watch them if you want to see more details. But basically what we saw on the 17th of October is that it was a yellow day for most of the day, and then where it kind of crashes, it's basically in the final hours, and that's really what consolidates the red day that I had predicted right here with this red circle right here. 17 or 18. Now the 18th of October is basically a complete range, nothing burger like. I can't really add much because it's basically boring, complete boring day guys. So of course that's like I was saying on the NVIDIA chart. Now let's take a look at the index, and before I begin detailing the index for this analysis, just want to remind you guys to subscribe, share and like, because you'll never get and you'll never see this quality of predictions like literally nowhere. No one can do this, and it's not just stocks. I also make predictions about indicators, about cryptocurrencies, about macroeconomical statistics, and even sports, which I am already doing and have been doing for quite a while. I'm very profitable guys, very profitable I must say, and I will of course be sharing that in my social media, so be sure to check them out. Okay, so for the index, the SP500, we had a very interesting day, just like I predicted guys. Unlike the NVIDIA one, which was complete green on the 21 or the 22, we also get the index has a green circle right here on the 21 or the 22, but notice that we also have a red circle right here on the 21, covering only this day of today, Monday. So guys, if you don't know what this means, or if you're just new to the channel, okay, so whenever we have a circle containing a single or consecutive days, whatever. But whenever we have two circles sharing a day, and these two circles are of opposite energies, which is green and red, we are guaranteed to have an extremely volatile day. An extremely volatile day that could go either way. And what we saw for the index right here is that, look at this volatility, guys. So the first hour just completely dumps, very powerful crash, but then it recovers. Now the recovery is not that strong, even though it kind of goes higher near the end. And where it closes, it's a very similar position to where it started. Very similar, slightly downtrendy, but it's very similar. So you can see the insane volatility that we just saw in the first hours. Like I was saying, this pattern has always come true whenever I observe it, whenever I see it. It's always the same. Now there might be some variations from time to time, or in other stocks or other cryptocurrencies, whatever, but it's very almost guaranteed to have extreme volatility. And in this case, the volatility was so strong that we kind of closed on a yellow day. Like I was saying, slightly downwards, slightly downtrending, slightly a correction, very, very slight, but it's nonetheless a very, very volatile day with both green and red energies. Now for the index, what we can see for the economy in the next days, on the 22 we could see maybe an impulse, maybe. I'm not so sure because we already covered the first day, which is Monday, 21. So maybe we could see that, but otherwise it could be a yellow day or completely undecided. I don't really care. But the next days is really what what really interests me, because you can see that we see another potential impulse on the 23 or the 24. Now the best case scenario right here, guys, will be that we get 3 consecutive impulses, 3 consecutive green days, starting on the 22 and finishing on the 24th of October. That will be pretty good, guys, pretty good for the economy, because remember, this is the index. We are not really on a stock right here. This is an indicator of the economy, how the economy is doing. It's basically an average of, I don't know, like 100 stocks, something like that. There are some other indicators, but it's a very good one index. Already been covering this for, I covered this at least 3 times. So this will be either the third or the fourth time. I don't remember exactly, but I already have some experience covering this. And that could be, like I was saying, the best case scenario. But the final day, which is going to be Friday, the 25th of October, that day is going to be yellow, basically. Now, it could be very volatile yellow, or it could be a very range yellow. Meaning, like, for example, something like, I don't know, most of the day of the 9th of October, probably, or on the 11th of October, most of the day, something like that, where the price closes on a very similar position where it starts, maybe even like today, I don't know. And the next week, the final week of the month for both the index and NVIDIA is going to be maybe not that good, maybe not that profitable, but it's been quite an interesting month, I must say, guys. I told you guys that we will get a green month, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. I didn't really see any chances of a red month for these, at least these 2 charts, this NVIDIA and the index that I have been predicting for this month. Very powerful uptrend ever since the month started. You can see right here. Very powerful. But yeah, guys, that's all I have. Continue. I keep continuing and make analysis, developing whatever, all of this that happens on these charts. So remember just to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.